Full trained means changing things that the dogs work both sheep and cattle. There's actually a difference between the way they work them. Your sheepdog is born with a focus in their eyes or resembles that of a predator. So basically what they do is use like a nice low body position and treat with the sheep, nice and gentle, nice and soft, very, very focused and keep very, very switched on with the sheep. Okay. Now for the sheepdog, I will actually try and point this out to you today because it is actually quite difficult to explain the sheepdog, but that's basically what you're looking for in the dog. It's predatorial eyes. So low body position, focus on the sheep, switched on to the sheep. Cattle dogs then, or cow dogs are slightly different, easy enough to identify. You'll actually see them physically nipping them. Right? They nip on the base of the heel, or they nip on the face to turn them around. So they're much more aggressive, they're much tougher. When they're nipping in the base of the heel, they should always nip low down, that way they'll never get kicked. If they nip high up, they can actually nip on either leg. Whereas if they nip low down, they can only nip on the weighted leg. That's the first leg back as the animal is moving. Okay? But both these traits are bred into a dog. You can't train a dog to do these things. If a pup does not show signs of having these abilities at a young age, under 12 months, if they haven't shown signs by 12 months, just day, forget about trying to train them. You're just wasting your time. Alright? There's no reward for this work. The work is the reward. So they don't get treats, none of that lesson. They have to want to be here, they have to want to do it. Okay? If they don't want to do it, don't bother trying them. Alright? The sheepdog, focus on the right, cattle dogs nipping, both traits are bred into the dogs. Alright? Okay, we'll introduce the dogs then. Don't worry too much about all that. I will be going through that in more detail a little later on in here. Right, this is Rose here underneath me. Here. She's a 6-year-old. Rose is full trained. She's a good little dog, fairly well behaved. Generally does the right thing, to be honest about her. She's pretty good. Jess here. Jess here. Jess is a 4-year-old. Jess is full trained as well. Jess is pretty moody though, to be honest about it. She gets herself in a bit of a huff every now and again. This is Lynn. Lynn, come here. Lynn, come here. This is Lynn here with the white face. Lynn is a 9-year-old. Lynn is full trained. Lynn, however, is possibly the laziest dog that was ever 4 legs put underneath. Yeah, you can see that as they go along that she's not going to do it, she won't bother do it. And then the last one is this little black dog here, that's Jill. Jill is a 1.5 years, so she's a young dog. She's kind of, I don't know, I'm told anyway that she's full trained. I don't personally believe it really. She understands all her commands. She works sheep, she works cattle, she just does not listen to me all the time, okay? And you'll see that as they go along, she's just a little bit raw around the edges. She does little mistakes here and there. And look, it's not the end of the world. You'll see a bit of effort here today. We have, Rose, quite a bit of a good little dog, Jill, kind of a crackpot. So they're kind of the two ends of the spectrum anyways, okay? So you'll see a bit of effort in here. Now what I'm going to do today is I'll pick up the sheep here now. I put the dogs together, walk them out to the back of the field, directing the dog off a whistle command. I bring the sheep back in again, hop in there, that ring of stones down there, I'll release the other dogs, and we'll go through all the commands and feed. Whistle command, voice command, a chance to divide, where I work the 4 dogs together to actually split the sheep up into the pin up here behind me, and then we'll finish off behind the lower tent down there. We'll move down to that area down there, we'll have a look at the different breeds. I'll gather up the little paddock of sheep to the corner, and we'll have a look at the different breeds of sheep, explain a bit about sheep, what they're all used on. Alright? So if you have any questions as we go along, just ask. If you have no questions now, we'll try and get started.
Okay.
Well, I will get to it, but since you've asked, right, female dogs are harder work and more aggressive and they last a lot longer. The males are born lazy and they get fat when they're older. So most people generally prefer a female, but you can't train a male. There's no great intelligence difference between them. You'll just find the males lazy, to be honest. Alright? Right, happy days then.
Reinforcements.
Not too bad, she did okay. She hadn't any major trouble with them, to be honest about it. Jill, what the heck are you doing? Right, okay, well, she's just getting a drink of water. Yeah, no, she did fine. She hadn't any major trouble at all with the deal, to be honest. One little mistake. Did you see her mistake?
No.
No? No? She made no mistake. Okay? Just here, this bit again here. We'll put the sheet through towards us and coming in towards us. And just do the sheet with the wrong side again. Kind of between us it was. It wasn't so much funny her fault, it's maybe a bit my own. I moved her leg and back to the other side of the sheet. I probably should have left her too often a bit longer. And then I was bringing her back. So between us it was, to be honest about it now, so I can't fully blame her. But other than that, she did fine. She worked in quite well. She hadn't any major trouble forward, to be honest. I'm going to go through the commands, the 540 commands running down. The forward, back, left, right, and sit down. The way we give them to the dogs and the voice commands are come right to the left, or right to me and to the right. The walk up is to go forward, back off the sheet, sit down and sit down. Okay? And we're working on voice commands, the name identifies the dog. Okay? Well, we're teaching them one at a time now. I'll just move from left and right of the sheet. But name first and then the command. Alright? And start with the lazy lady in the corner in the center. Lady, lady, way up. Lady's just starting to taper on the edge of getting in trouble. You can see what she's doing there. She's not doing anything entirely wrong, but she's not doing anything entirely right either, to be honest about it. Here, Jay! Right, okay, so Jess is now kicking off because Liz is kicking off. It's a snowball effect. If one of them starts messing, the next one, and then the next one, and eventually they're all... Okay, that happens. Okay, that happens. And the dog can understand with the other name, that the next command is let's check it out to the voice of that song. It's just easier that way. You understand there's only a voice. There's a couple of Chinese words as well, which I would not mind giving from one at the moment. That will settle all of them down, but we need them to the minute. And we're trying to remember whistles for two main reasons. One is distance, okay? Whistles for the relationship of the mind. Whistles for the relationship of the beat, okay? The other main reason we put the whistles on to them is there's 10 working dogs on the farm here, okay? And there's 4 people working the 10 dogs, and to achieve that, you really do need the whistle command. With voice commands, everybody speaks slightly different, and it can become quite confusing for the dogs to pick up on the different voices. So it's much clearer, much easier for the dogs. There's a number of people directing them to work them on the whistles. Now on the whistle command, you have the same commands: forward, back, left, right, and sit down. This time, however, each dog has their own individual sound. So there's no names here on the whistle command, just a unique or individual tune for left or for right, okay? So I'll do the same as I did there in the voice command. I'll just move them left and right to the sheet, okay? But again here, I can't stress enough, no names, it's a unique or individual sound for left and for right for each of the dogs, okay? Okay, so I just brought up Jill here, right? The reason I brought up Jill is because twice out the back there, she moved. Okay, now I corrected her the first time, brought her back and sat her down. The second time she did the very same thing. The second time I directed her on the dog, she just shut off doing her own thing. Okay, this is how you correct the dog. If the dog, when you're training them, you take them away from the work. As I mentioned at the beginning, what you want to do is you see her, you literally to go back down. This is what you do. You're going to be messing down there, you take it off the work, okay? The only dog down there is Jill, don't you there? The only dog down there that you don't take off the work, you work for more, is Lynn, because Lynn is lazy and she's happy enough to come up here and just sit down and watch the work go by. Okay? So I'm just going to leave her here for a few seconds, she'll settle in a couple of seconds. Now you can see there the dogs doing it down here, their sound goes in their direction. Other than that, just ignore. We get that because we train them individually. If you train the dogs communally, right, easiest way in the world to train a dog, you let them off there in the room or shadowing or following another dog. But there's a number of problems with it. Number one is realistically, you'll never train any commands onto that dog. All they ever learn to do is follow. And that's not really what you want. When you watch a number of dogs together then, later in life, if they're trained that way, you'll find they'll all run together. And again, that's not really what you want. If you have 2 or 3 dogs in the field, the best hope you have, and the maximum use you can get out of the dogs is split them up. Put one dog on the left, one dog on the right. You have much better control over the direction of your livestock in. But to do that, they must listen for their whistles while other ones are being directed. Show you that now, so you do at the same time. I'll go one to the left, one to the right. We'll go for 2 full stops in opposite directions, okay? I'll pair up the 2 over here on the right, so Rose and Lynn. I'll do it with the 2 dogs first, then I'll do it with the 4 dogs, okay? But I'll just do 2 here first, okay? see that dogs are listening to their own commands and not bothered about what they did.
With that, get out. Get, what the hell you do? Get, come here. Get, come up here. Get, come here. Get, come get, sit there. Now behave yourself.
So the dogs to understand what they're shooting. They're not concerned about what the other dogs are doing. And you get that because they're trained individually. If you're training communally, you just won't be able to do that. And when you're training a little pup, and you get them to do that, but
Get.
when you get a little pup to do that, pass out and run the dog head on, that's the day you know you're not by any means full trained, but you're getting there. You're heading in the right direction. Up to that point, they actually turn around and they follow the older dog or the stronger dog or whatever you want to call it. Alright, we're gently dividing in. I'll work the 4 dogs together now to actually try and split the sheep. I'll try and split them whatever way you want. I'll take however many sheep out of the bundle down there, put them out there in the green, the whole lot of them, divide up however many sheep you like and hop up into this pin up here behind me. How many sheep do you want me to try and take out? Two. Yeah, I can't really hear. Right. Well, number 2 question, we'll go for 2 more then afterwards. That keep everybody happy. If you get your 70, you'll get your 4. What I'm going to advise you, I'm going to advise is to try and show you the sheepdog and the catalogs in action, alright? So let's just begin in sheepdogs. Nice low body position, treated in the sheep, nice and gentle, nice and soft. Alright, you have to run the dog on the right, and even Jeff, I know she's been messing with you, come to life now with that on the right. What's wrong at the moment if she's bored? She looks at all this and feels that's probably what she's above all this. Just watch the way Jeff and Rose move around the sheep. They'll use a very low body position, but they're very focused on the sheep, very, very switched on to the sheep. These are the little things you don't bring your sheepdog pups and bring them out the first thing. That white face dog underneath is pushing down around the cat. Watch the way she moves around the sheep. She walks directly into them. She won't sleep with them at all. You can see her, she distances herself from the sheep. She has no great interest in the sheep whatsoever. She's just a bit bored. What she wants to get stuck into her physically different. So watch the 2 outside, so Jess on the left, Rose on the right, the sheepdog gets up to the catalog. Don't know anything much about Jill, she'll just run around like a bit of a headless chicken, okay? We'll go for 2 dogs, they got 2 sheep, stop up, we'll go for 2 more, okay?
¿Cómo?
Wow. Lynn, come by out. Lynn, come here. Run away, Jill. Lynn, come by. Jill out. Jill out. Jill out. Run away. No, Jill out. Run away, Jill. Run away. No, out again, Jill. Jill out. Sit. Jill, sit. Jill, sit. Lynn, come by. Sit. Lynn. 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 Sit. Lynn, come by. Lynn, come by. Sit there. Lynn, sit there. Sit there. Jill away. Run away, Jill. Stand. Stand. Lynn, here. Lynn, here. Sit there. Stay. That's loose. Sit there. Rose back out, roll away. Rose, where? Where? Rose away. Now still Rose. Sit. Get on there, behave. Jill, come on. Sit. Jill, sit. Jill, away. Where? Jill, away, all the way. Sit. Get on the stage. Rose, sit. Rose. Sit down, behave. No, Jill, sit. Sit there. Right, Teddy, look. Run away then. Come on.
Not too bad, we had a bit of a false start. Probably my own fault a little bit there, I kind of forced the whole thing a little bit. I was just trying to get the two out together, to be honest about it, and I did force it a little bit. And to be fair to the dogs, I left them no opportunity to stop them. You can see the three just came at the ball. There was no hope for the dog. It might have been maybe your own fault a little bit. You probably should have asked for 3 sheep. That would have made my life very easy. It must be your fault actually at the moment. Okay, you have to just to try and show you the sheepdogs and the catalogues in action, alright? So, you see Rose, you see Jess out the back there. This is a lot with Jess, this is a lot Rose is. But there's the beginning, I'm trying to get the sheep set up for me. I see when they move around the sheep, that very low body position, very, very focused on the sheep, very, very switched on.
Jess and Jill, come here. Come on. Come on.
What you want to see is the sheep that pups. You bring on a little pup there, you know, kind of 2-3 months of age, and they do something like that, you're going to be very anxious to go out and try and keep it in the sheep. Focus on the sheep, that predatory life, that's what you want to see. Your catalogue says they're physically different. You can see Lynn, she's a bit like a brick through a window there. The way she comes down in the sheep, she actually walks directly into them. There's no creeping, there's no messing around with her. She's just much more aggressive. The main difference is the catalogue will actually physically different. Okay, Jill? We're over here now. Come here, come on, come here, come on, come here, Jill, come here. Come on, Jill, come here, Jill, come here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the sheep up to the top. Now, Jill, ready? Come on, come here, Jill, come here. Sit down there. I'm going to bring the sheep up to the corner just behind the lower tent there. If you guys actually want to go to the back of the top tent here, come down if you like, but I'm turning miserable here, so maybe just stay at the back of the top tent. You guys can move straight across, okay? Maybe even if you could come down to the bottom tent, there's probably a bit more space there as well, okay?